All right, imagine this. You open your laptop, and instead of feeling like you just picked up another boring machine, it actually feels exciting. That's exactly the vibe the new MacBook Neo is going for, and honestly, it might be one of the most interesting budget laptops Apple has ever made. Starting at just $599, this thing is clearly designed to pull in a whole new audience, and after digging into everything it offers, I got some thoughts. But before we get into it, if you enjoy real tech reviews that actually break things down in a simple way, make sure you hit subscribe and drop a like because it really helps the channel grow and keeps videos like this coming. So first impressions, design. Apple didn't go cheap here in the way you might expect. The MacBook Neo comes in 4 colors: silver, blush, citrus, and indigo, and they actually look fresh. This doesn't feel like a recycled old MacBook. It feels new, more playful, and honestly more Gen Z focused. It's lightweight at around 325 grams, which is kind of insane for a laptop, and it's clearly built to be carried everywhere, whether that's school, work, or just chilling at a cafe. And even though it's lighter, Apple is still pushing that durable build, so it doesn't feel fragile. Now let's talk performance, because this is where things get really interesting. Apple is using the A18 Pro chip inside this thing. Yeah, the same class of chip you'd expect in a high-end phone, now optimized for a laptop experience. And surprisingly, it actually makes sense. For everyday tasks like browsing, emails, video calls, even some light editing, this thing should fly. It's not trying to compete with MacBook Pro levels of power, but for the target audience, students, casual users, content consumers, it's more than enough. And because it's so efficient, you're also getting up to 16 hours of battery life, which is honestly one of the biggest wins here. The display is another highlight. You're getting a 13-inch Liquid Retina display with support for 1 billion colors and around 500 nits of brightness. That means everything from Netflix to YouTube to just scrolling through photos is going to look sharp and vibrant. Text is crisp, colors pop, and it doesn't feel like a budget screen at all. Add to that the dual speakers with spatial audio and Dolby Atmos support, and you've got a pretty immersive media machine. Now here's where Apple is clearly pushing things forward: AI. The MacBook Neo is built around Apple Intelligence, which is basically Apple's version of integrating AI deeply into the system. You've got writing tools that can rewrite your text, summarize notes, and help you get things done faster. You've got Genmoji, which lets you create custom emojis just by typing what you want. And then there's features like Clean Up, where you can remove unwanted objects from photos with just a click. It's the kind of stuff that sounds small, but once you start using it, it actually changes how you interact with your device. And the cool part is, a lot of this runs on device, meaning your data stays private. Apple is really pushing privacy here with on-device processing and something called private cloud compute for more complex tasks. So you're getting AI features without feeling like your data is being constantly sent somewhere else. Quick pause here. If you're finding this helpful so far and you like breakdowns like this, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe because it tells me you want more content like this, and I've got a lot more coming. Moving on to Mac OS, and honestly, this is a big part of why people switch to Mac in the first place. It's simple, smooth, and just works. Everything from opening apps to multitasking feels clean and intuitive. You've got built-in apps like Safari, Keynote, FaceTime, and Notes ready to go. And if you're already using an iPhone, the experience gets even better. You can start something on your phone and finish it on your Mac, copy and paste between devices, even take calls and reply to text directly from your laptop. That ecosystem is still one of Apple's biggest advantages. For people switching from Windows, Apple is making it easier too. There's a migration assistant that helps move your files over, and the setup process is super straightforward. Within minutes, you're basically up and running. Now let's talk security, because this is something a lot of people overlook. The MacBook Neo comes with built-in encryption, antivirus protection, and regular updates that keep everything secure. You've also got Touch ID for unlocking your device and making payments, which is just fast and convenient. And if you ever lose your laptop, the Find My feature lets you track it, lock it, or even erase it remotely. So when you put all of this together, what is the MacBook Neo really about? It's not trying to be the most powerful Mac. It's not trying to replace the MacBook Pro. This is Apple saying, hey, We want more people in our ecosystem, and we're going to make a laptop that's affordable, good-looking, and actually enjoyable to use every single day. And honestly, for $599, this could be a huge deal. Students, casual users, even creators just starting out, this might be one of the easiest entry points into the Apple world we've seen in a long time. So yeah, that's the MacBook Neo. Simple, colorful, powerful enough, and surprisingly smart. If Apple nails the real-world performance and keeps that price consistent, this thing could sell like crazy. If you made it this far, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let me know in the comments, would you actually buy the MacBook Neo, or would you still go for something like the Air or Pro?